Load up Oblivion Remastered, start a new game. Welcome to the Emperor, who's filling us in on how he's about to die. It's always nice to start things on a positive note. Anyway, after that you have to create your character and wonder why you're in a prison where your only friend is an elf that's taunting you like he ain't the victim of a Dark Brotherhood questline, until Mr. Emperor himself appears and tells you he's seen you in his dreams. If this wasn't an RPG, that would be considered harassment. He's currently trying to escape the city after all his sons were assassinated, and that secret escape just happens to be in your cell, and you can just follow him like you're not a convicted criminal. Don't worry, little elf, I'll be back for you. Suddenly you're attacked by some bad guys that want to kill the Emperor, and even though you helped out, they say you're not allowed to follow them. But if you go through this hole that a rat just came out of, that's technically not following them because it's a different way. This takes you through some tunnels filled with everything a tunnel should be filled with, like zombies and goblins, until you accidentally find the Emperor again. His guards get angry at you for following them, but you're a reoccurring character in his dreams, so he tells them to let you live. Eventually you reach a dead end, and one of the guards is like, "We're gonna go fight the bad guys, do not let the Emperor die." Okay, no problem, I'll keep an eye on him. That's a bad first day at work. It's okay though, Emperor knew he was gonna die and gave you the Amulet of Kings. As the name suggests, it's an amulet for kings and is pretty fucking special. Then the guard comes back, sees the dead Emperor and the convicted criminal holding the Amulet of Kings and is like, "Yeah, this is normal, no problems here," and gives you the key to escape. Before he died, the Emperor told you to take the amulet to Joffrey because he knows about the secret heir to the throne. Basically, Mr. Emperor liked having his cake and eating it too, if you know what I mean. He was a hoe. You take the amulet over to Joffrey, who is very surprised this random guy has the most valuable item in the world in his back pocket, and he sends you to Kvatch to find the secret heir. You might be wondering why having an emperor is so important, and it's because the emperor keeps the fires in a temple lit, and when those fires go out, the creatures from Oblivion can open portals and fuck shit up. The emperor literally just died though, so we don't have to worry about the portals until later. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so there's a portal, and it's stopping the guards from saving everyone in the city, and they're like, well, who could we send to close the Oblivion portal? I'll do it. The portal takes you to one of the plains of Oblivion, and it is as welcoming as North Korea. You find a tower, and after fighting your way up to the top, find an evil rock that closes the portal when you touch it. Thank fuck it spat you out before that. Now you can go into the city and find the secret heir who goes, "Hey up. Wait, I recognize that voice. It's Sean Bean!" Allow me to recreate how the conversation with Sean Bean goes. "You are the Emperor's son." "Not me, I'm just a bloke from Sheffield." "What a coincidence. The Emperor is also from Sheffield."
I think you might actually be telling the truth.
Okay, heir to the throne collected. We just need to take him to Joffrey. Take Sean back to Joffrey, but he's under attack from the same dudes who killed the Emperor, and even though you're able to kill them, they managed to steal the amulet, which isn't good. Anyway, Waynham Priory is about as safe as doing any sort of outdoor activity in Australia, so Joffrey says we should take Sean to Cloud Ruler Temple, which is the secret base of the Blades. You all head up there, Sean gets his first taste of dictatorship, and Joffrey sends you to find the guard who was there when the Emperor was retired from his position. He's called Boris, and he's been getting information about the assassins, who are apparently a group called the Mythic Dawn that worship the Daedric god Mehrunes Dagon. It's basically that lifelong dream to open those Oblivion gates and welcome all the fucking creepy creatures that come running out with open arms. An assassin attempts to kill Boris, not knowing the arena grand champion slash rookie thief slash master of the Fighters Guild is with him, and he's carrying a book, The Mythic Dawn Commentaries Volume 1. It's called that because there's more than one volume. Side note, the books are written by Mankar Cameron. He's like the boss of the Mythic Dawn and probably the first to lick Dagon's balls when he gets the chance. Boris sends you to ask a lizard at the university about it, and she gives you the second volume, then goes, "You know, this is a book. You might be able to find the others at a place where they sell books." And that's why you're at a bookstore threatening a customer. He gives you the third volume and a note given to him by the Mythic Dawn saying, "Hey, if you want the fourth book, the boss says go sit in the sewers. Come alone, but bring snacks." So you and Boris go to meet the Mythic Dawn. There happens to be an unfortunate sword-related accident, but you're able to retrieve the fourth volume, which you take back to the University Lizard. She finds a hidden message in the books telling you to go to a grave at noon. When you go there, it plays a sound. "If you want to join the Mythic Dawn, go to this spot highlighted on the map. If you're the police, don't go to this spot highlighted on the map." Infiltrating a cult is going to be tough, but luckily you're well trained in the art of disguise.
Dawn is breaking.
Man, I just love killing emperors and opening portals to Oblivion.
Welcome, brother.
Nailed it. Catch a glimpse of Mankar Cameron as he teleports away with the Amulet of Kings and decide to steal his favorite book as revenge before escaping as the entire cult tries to kill you. You take the book back to Sean, who apparently has bibliophobia, but says he'll use his priest powers to read the book and figure out how to get to Mankar Cameron. While he's doing that, you speak to Joffrey, who is concerned about spies outside the base and sends you to spy on the spies. Sean works out you need 4 ingredients for the portal recipe: a Daedric artifact, God's blood, a shiny rock, and an evil rock. All items rarer than a woman who likes me. Might as well start with the first one. You can can use any Daedric artifact, but I read this book and it told me to get Azura's Star, which was easy until I got bummed by a vampire and had to go to the doctors to get it cured. After that, Joffrey sends you to Bruma to show them how to close Oblivion gates, so you're not on call for gate closing 24/7. Okay, next ingredient, the God's Blood. Not exactly something you'd find at the shop, but Sean finds a loophole. Tiber Septon became a god because he was like a pretty cool guy, so you run over to his grave and rob his armor that someone forgot to clean. Then you go to each city asking for aid in defending Bruma because the Daedra are looking at that place, rubbing their hands together like they're about to do something devious. Each city has an Oblivion gate outside of it, and since it's basically a full-time job closing these things, you sort them out, and in exchange, they all send aid to Bruma. Now, next ingredient, shiny rock. Luckily, Sean, despite being just a priest until like 5 hours ago, knows where all this shit is, and apparently there's one at a ruin called Miskarkand that happens to be home to a turf war between the undead and some goblins. Anyway, you take the rock while they're not looking and bring it back to Sean, leaving only one more ingredient, the Evil Rock. Evil Rocks basically hold Oblivion gates open, and the one you want is for a great gate like the one that destroyed Kvatch that one time. Sean is pretty sure they're going to open one outside of Bruma and goes, "Dib's not telling the Countess that we're using a city as cannon fodder." She's surprisingly alright with it, and everyone goes out to defend Bruma. I thought getting aid from every city would be a good idea, but the only thing this army killed was my PC when my game crashed 7 times. Eventually, the Great Gate opens. It's a bit spicier than a normal gate because there's a time limit and a giant evil bug. Anyway, you get the evil rock just as the evil bug is coming through the gate, and with all the ingredients, Sean opens up a portal to Mankar Cameron's paradise. I was expecting something like the Oblivion portals where everything is either on fire or wants to kill you, but this place is nicer than a clear summer's day in Switzerland. You make your way up to Mankar Cameron, who monologues for a minute like he's the main villain, and then you violate him by murdering his kids and stripping him naked. Finally, you've got the Amulet of Kings, and all that's left to do is light the fires at the temple to close all those pesky Oblivion gates. But just as Sean is about to be formally crowned emperor, Oblivion gates start opening all over the city. Even the big man himself, Mehrunes Dagon, makes an appearance. Since Dagon is here, the walls separating us from Oblivion are gone, and lighting the fires will work as well as attacking them with soft pillows. Sean gets an idea though and goes to the temple, and using the Amulet of King turns into a bird, then banishes Dagon back to Oblivion. Oh, also he dies. Rest in peace, Sean Bean.
Let's go to the Imperial city at once, before the enemy can recover from Mankar Cameron's death.